Continuing on with media availabilities this afternoon at Atlanta Motor Speedway, we are now joined by Greg Biffle, driver of the number 16 Roush Performance Ford. Greg, we have the lower downforce rules package debut here at Atlanta. What's your outlook on this weekend with the new package in play?
Yeah, I mean, is this working? Can you hear me?
Try it now.
You can definitely tell the difference in downforce. The car's definitely a lot freer, a lot on top of the racetrack more. We started pretty far off. We didn't have that much speed right off the truck, so we're getting it dialed in slow but sure. Looked like some of the other guys' cars drove pretty good. Every time I was leaving, I could see, guys loose running across the bottom. So I think it's going to be a great race. It's going to be a little slick on Sunday, and we'll just wait and see what we got to do.
All right, we'll go ahead and open it up to questions. Please raise your hand. We have Jeff and then Kenny.
Jeff Gluck from USA Today. Obviously, the other part of this low downforce is the tire, and so I wanted to know what you thought of the tire that has been brought here, and are you optimistic that Goodyear is going to bring a tire for the rest of the season that you'll be able to race on?
Yeah, I mean, that's the whole thing. I think Goodyear, probably wants to weigh on the conservative side, with seeing how much of this downforce off these cars, what kind of effect it makes and what it does. This is a tough place to pick a tire. This has been, I've tire tested here, me, Jeff Gordon, and I don't remember who else, and came back here and the race was not good. It was about 4 or 5 years ago. Not a lot of grip. So this is a really tough place for picking a tire. Although I will say, so far, tire feels like it has decent grip, and it has a lot of fall off. It looks like on lap times, a couple seconds in, 10, 15 laps. So I think it's going to be good, but we won't really know until the track is rubbered in. A little premature right now.
All right, we'll go to Kenny and then Tucker.
Kenny Bruce with NASCAR.com. Greg, you mentioned, somewhat what you think the race might be like on Sunday, but what do you think the 16 team will be like on Sunday?
Well, I'll tell you, I was not where I thought we'd be coming off the truck, although I feel really good about the speed the 17 car has. So I feel really good about that. We just missed the setup just a little bit. We have the same car as they do, same aero numbers and suspension and all that. So, we're dialing back in toward their direction. And, our lap time is slow because we only made one sticker run on qualifying. We didn't make two. So we probably would have been in the top 10, top 12, 15 if we'd have done a second sticker run. But instead, we elected to do a second scuff run, thinking we're going to be in the top 24 or the top 12, and we're going to have to run again, and see what the tire fall off was like. And so we ran the same speed both runs, which tells me, we're, 2-3 tenths at least off on the first, run, because it didn't get to the bottom. I had to come out of the gas coming off the corner. So we were a little ways off on those runs. So we actually have a bit more speed than what the lap time shows in the lap tracker, but we know we have a little bit of work still to do. I don't know if we'll get all the way to where the 17's at for qualifying, but hopefully we get close to them.
When was the last time you rode a motorcycle?
Probably last time I competed was probably 95, 96, but I ride not all the time. I ride, I do more side-by-sides or UTVs now than motorcycles. So, but I've rode my whole life. Yeah, I'm looking forward to it. Yeah, I don't know how much Clint and Ricky rode either, so I know Ricky rides quite a bit. It'll be fun.
All right, we'll go to Tucker.
Tucker White, SpeedwayMedia.com. Greg, you kind of touched on this when you answered Kenny's first question, but given your performance compared to Ricky Stenhouse's performance here in the first practice, how could you up yours for qualifying in the race?
Yeah, I mean, I think I just kind of talked about it. We were a little ways off on setup, and then when we did our sticker run, these tires wear so fast here. Like when you've got not unlike next week, you'll make 2 or 3 runs on a set of tires in Q trim, and you'll go the same speed about every time. So here you got one chance. You got one lap to put it down. And I was coming across 3 and 4, and the thing was a lane and a half up the track. I had to come all the way out of the gas coming off the corner. So that lap, just throw it in the garbage can. And so if we had come back and done a second sticker run, I think I'd have been in the top 15 or better. So we feel confident that we'll be close to making that third round, but we're hoping to. We think we can make the second round and make a good run at it.
All right, quick follow-up. Given Stenhouse's performance there, would you say this could be a sign that Roush Fenway is really starting to turn the Queen Mary around?
Yeah, I would say so. I was happy with the speed I saw from Ricky, Trevor, and the 43, and I think the 44 were all kind of right there. So that's somewhat optimistic for us, considering we're still searching around for the right setup. It at least gives us some hope that we've made an improvement.
All right, we'll go to Nate Ryan.
Nate Ryan, NBC Sports. Greg, obviously a lot of anticipation for Sunday with the new rules package. What do you think is the best barometer in terms of measuring if it's a success or not? Like, what's the best way to evaluate? Is it lead changes? Is it just eye test? How would you do it?
Yeah, I think a little bit of both. I think it's going to be they're going to be slipping and sliding around. We're going to be 2-3 wide in a corner. You're going to have lead changes, I think. I think it's going to be. I think it's going to be a good. I really think it's going to be a good race, and I think you'll see it by watching it. Really, honestly.
All right, and we'll finish it up with Lee Spencer over on the left.
Lee Spencer, Motorsport.com. Greg, with the announcement about Stuart Haas Racing, Dave Parasak said that the support of Roush Fenway Racing won't change. Is there any nervousness over at Roush, regardless of what the promises have been made?
No, I don't think so. I see it as a very smart move on Ford's part, and quite honestly, very surprised it took to 2016 for them to make a move to add some competitive teams to the lineup, because they want to be known for winning on Sundays, and you got to have enough organizations where your odds get higher, right? If you own 3/4 of the field, well, your odds are pretty good of winning every week. So I think it's going to be good with potentially some working alliance between the organizations. Who knows yet? That's a little premature, obviously, with an announcement, but I see it as a positive for us in about every manner of it, every direction of it.
All right, thanks for joining us, Greg.
Yep, thanks.